Sorry for the slight wait there.
It's all right.
All right. So let's see. I'm seeing color bars on your screen. Is that intentional?
Yeah, I don't have a webcam.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think I have one, but I don't know where it's at.
But
Tells you
we
how
don't.
much I use it.
No need to worry about it. And let's see. So you have access to the devices we're going to be working on, correct?
I do. It's will remote into different computers, and you
Mm-hmm.
can either remote into mine, and I'll have remotes into those, or you can remote into each computer. Doesn't matter. Whatever's simplest for you.
So you'd have to remote into the other computers as well.
Correct.
All right. So then it'd probably be easier if I just what remote software do you use?
I use Splashtop. I mean,
Okay.
we could use whatever you need.
No, if you already have all the Splashtop links on your computer, then I'll just remote into yours and we can use that to connect to everything.
Okay, that works.
All right. I don't know how familiar you are with Teams.
0.
Okay. All right. Then have some patience with me because I also have, uh, I usually use Zoom or something else. So we've only been recently told to use this instead. So let me go here, and I'm supposed to record it, and I'm trying to find that button.
I'm actually recording it on a different software as well,
Okay,
just for mine, so I can go back and go, oh, that's what he did.
sure. All right. So if you click on the at the top of the Teams, you should see next to the call, you should see a share button that'll let you share whatever web browser you're using to connect through Splashtop or Splashtop itself.
Let me see. Let me dismiss this little thing. Maybe it'll show up. And I'm not seeing a share button.
It's not a little arrow button next to the leave button.
Not seeing it.
All right, let's
I don't
see
actually
if.
see the leave button.
Oh, what do you see for the Teams window?
I'm seeing a hang up, show participant, raise hand, more actions maybe,
Yeah, see if it shows up in more options.
and I don't see it
Yep.
there.
All right, let's see. Meeting
Open
options.
share tray. That's probably it, you think?
Could be. Who can present? Yeah, you should have permission
Screen
to
share.
present.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
All right, and I just want to kind of share all my screens at once.
You should have like a desktop that'll show everything that you open instead of the individual windows.
Let's see if anything is showing.
Yep, there it is.
You seeing just one screen?
Yes, sir. I see your full desktop.
Oh, okay. You're seeing 3 screens?
No, I'm just looking at one with a web browser that's showing 3 tabs: MPTV, Digital Excite, and W50CI.
Let's see. What are you showing? Do you see one that are you seeing this screen where my mouse is moving? WBNA Centrals, the UDP server has a note on it.
No. Oh, I mean, I don't see your mouse. Um, like I said, I do see a page that's got a VideoFlow configuration up for
Oh,
192.168.0.108.
okay. Yeah,
There's your
that's
mouse.
yeah. There we go. That's okay. You're seeing my middle screen.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to move this other screen over to you to look at first.
Okay.
So this is what we have. We have these different clients.
Mm-hmm.
We have two broadcasters that are sending video to the central video flow for us to then rebroadcast.
Mm-hmm.
We are our current ISP uh, address is this 7167.203.99. What
Mm-hmm.
we're going to do is set up a new ISP on this address. I mean, the ISP is already active and in the router,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to move to this. And when we're all said and done today, I'm going to go over and I'm going to unplug this one that had the 99 on it, and hopefully everything's going to work.
Okay, so currently your public IP is the .99,
Correct.
and you want to change it to the .200.
Yes. And
Okay.
then I have a few things that I've already probably screwed up that you might have to fix. I'm just trying to make you aware. I was trying to do
Mm-hmm.
this on my own and did not have luck. I changed. I added a second client to the WBNM video flow and
Mm-hmm.
called it that. And I changed one client on the BNM video. And then I
Mm-hmm.
made some changes on the EWPC device. And I'll show you that when we get to those.
Okay.
So here is Central. And I don't think I'm in Edit Private or Edit Exclusive, whichever I need. But you can see where I added down at the bottom Fiber WAN 2. I added that in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I've got some things sending to it,
Mm-hmm.
but like when it returns back, it's going through WAN 1, that 71 address.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking there's something in the video flow that's causing that. I don't know. I'm just kind of telling you what I've seen so you
Right.
can fix it.
Okay. Not a problem. Let's see. Why don't I see the option to request control?
Oh, do we not see that?
Uh, like I said, unfortunately, I've not used Teams very often. Let's see. So this is presentations. Okay. Why is it not letting me request control? Because usually I have a button to request control that then lets me drive.
Yeah, I would like to find that. I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to click.
Normally it would be a button I click that thing you authorize, but I'm not seeing it at all. Let's see. That's presenter mode. We don't care about that. Let me do a quick search over here. Meeting options. Okay, present everyone. And I don't have any remote control options available to me. Okay.
Well, we could use some other option if you want.
Yeah, let's instead of putzing with this, let's figure something else out. Do you have any aversion to running AnyDesk?
I don't. I can download it.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick download. So we can do that, and we'll just use that for remote desktop. If you give me a good phone number, I'll just call you on a regular phone number and go from there.
Okay, I'm going to have to turn my phone on. I turned it off to make sure it didn't bother me in this call.
Okay.
Let me turn my phone on. And my phone number is going to be 502 664 7850.
7850. All right. And AnyDesk, it's just anydesk.com.
Yep, we've got it downloading
And
now.
there should be a, yep. All right, I'll hang up the Teams meeting and I'll call you on the phone in just a second.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Glenn.
Hello.
Yay, it's Yuri.
All right. So it's 924
924
294
294
605.
605. So you'll get a request to connect. Just if you click allow, that'll let me then be on there.
Accept.
And I'll record the session through AnyDesk as well, and I'll send you a link once we're done in case
Okay, that's great.
you need it.
So do you already have control, or?
I'm waiting for it to bring up the display.
Okay, it's going to ask me. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it looks like you've authorized it. It's just taking longer than usual to give me a display for the desktop.
Gotcha. Where are you at? Are you in Israel or are you in the U.S. somewhere?
No, I'm in the U.S. I'm just outside of Atlanta.
Oh, okay. All right.
How about yourself?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not that far at all.
Yeah, not too far.
Like what is it, like a 6-hour drive from here?
I'd say something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Why is this not coming up? Never have issues with this before. Of course, today's the first, I guess.
Yeah. It's because you're dealing with me, and I live by Murphy's Law, it seems like.
I know that feeling oh so well.
Yeah, it's I go to the cash register, and every time I get there, they run out of tape or something.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's something hiding on my desk that's, let me look. Well, I thought maybe there was something on my computer hiding, waiting for me to click.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, normally this doesn't take anywhere near that time. Let's try it again. So it should ask you again if you want to authorize me.
Accept.
Okay. There we go. Now it popped up.
All right.
All right. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. So it looks like you've only added one client to the new ISP.
And when we say I've added the client, all I did was type that number in. There's been no... It seemed almost from the manual like there's some sort of a file I need to apply, and I had no idea.
Okay, all right. So the way that this works is, and I'll go ahead and create a new one, just so you can see what the process involved is, and you can understand why we do it the way we do it.
Okay.
So we'll go into edit mode. I normally do everything in edit private. Either that or the other mode are fine. So, no, not client. We're going into server. All right, so we're going to now add a remote client. All right, so first things first, the UDP port number that we want to assign. If you have a very locked down firewall, you would typically need to have this UDP port information available. just in case your firewall is blocking it, and your IT team can then unblock that particular port for the connection to succeed.
Okay.
You can see how in your old ISP, like these are all UDP ports that have been assigned to all these different links. So you just want to make sure that you don't duplicate an existing UDP port.
Okay, right. Makes sense.
So, for example, since you've got anything from a 41,000 to 43,000 numbers, just so things are uniquely distinct and easily identified, I'd say we start this server with a 44,000.
Sounds good.
And we'll do 44,001 for the first client.
All right.
So we'll tell it add. So now we've specified the port that we want to use. Now we can give this particular client a name. So which is the first one you would want to connect to?
Let's WBNM.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And normally I just then tag them _VPN so I know what it is I'm looking at.
All right.
Now, for the VPN link that we're creating right now, we need to assign a IP network that's only going to involve this virtual interface.
Okay.
Again, for consistency's sake, we try to follow a rule. Like if we look at your previous ones, just so you can see as an example, we'll see here, this one has 4111, like the initial octet here.
Okay.
For the UDP. So we got 41110. This one's probably going to be 41.2, something like that. Yeah, 41.12, 41.13. So you see how they're following a pattern, just to again avoid the possibility of repeating, accidentally an IP address. So because here we're going with a 44, we'll follow that same general rule of thumb where we'll go 44.1.1. And then the last one is always going to be .0.
Okay. All right.
Then the encryption you want to have on that link, because you don't want open packets out there, typically we go with the AES-256. It's pretty standard.
All right.
And then we'll tell, once we've told it, this information and the encryption, we commit. And that will then save this VPN client configuration. Now, the next step is, because we're running encryption on this link, we need to then have a hash file to import on the destination device, in this case, the WBNM device that's going to be using this link. So for that, if we expand this client that we just created, we have this generate files option.
Okay.
So we'll click on that, and it's going to tell us hit perform to trigger that action. So we'll go ahead and hit perform, and now this will take, even though the interface appears to only take a few seconds, the actual process itself really takes about a minute.
Okay.
So even though here it tells us the action has been performed, in reality, in the background, the system is generating that hash file that I just mentioned that is used for that encoded link between the two devices. So we give it about a minute or so. And once that time has passed, and you can create all of your different VPN clients in one go. Right now, we're just going to go through them one by one, so you can see what the whole process is from start to end.
Okay.
So now that we've generated the file, we need to get that file that we're then going to upload to the client device. So for that, we're going to go to our Tools menu, and then we're going to go to File Operations, UDP VPN, Download. And so now this will show us a list of all the generated VPN files that are currently on this system. In this case, you can see how the previous ones were being created with the name of the interface that they're going to be writing on. So actually, the name that I gave this one is pretty lacking compared to the other ones. So we can do that same thing so that we have a little more detail in the naming convention. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right, so we'll go back over here and we'll go to our 44001 and we'll go ahead and change it. So we'll use that same naming convention where it was called Fiber WAN 2, and then we'll give it the WBNM VPN.
Perfect.
And so we'll commit that change. And because we've changed the name, now we will want to go ahead and regenerate that file. Okay, it says it's done, but again, we're going to give it about a minute or so. To access the VideoFlow, or do you have to splash top over to it?
I have the
to like a local computer.
Yeah, I have the splash top actually open now.
On which screen is it? Because I can actually see multiple screens on any desk.
It's on the left screen. It's the first one you originally saw. It says W50CI. That used to be the call letters to WB&M. Yeah, your mouse is there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there you see how you've got the. I see that there's 2 clients on there already.
Yeah.
That seem to. These are the ones that you did.
No, the first one is the one you guys did originally, and that second one, Fiber WAN 2, is the one was my attempt. So we could just change the UDP port number on that, I suppose, and.
They won't work because they don't have the right hash file that we just generated on the other device.
Oh, okay. So you can delete that second one.
Yeah. So we'll do that. So we'll go to interfaces, data, VPN client. So this second one, yeah, that looks like it's trying to talk to 4106, 200. So we'll go ahead and remove this one.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go back to the other monitor. So now that we've given that a chance to generate, same thing, tools, file operations, UDP VPN, download. And now in the list, we should see the Fiber WAN 2 WBNM _ VPN, which is the one I just created. And so we'll download that to our local computer. So now, if we go over to this one, so this your remote desktop to another computer, right?
That's correct.
All right, so we'll need to upload the file to that computer so that then we can load it into the VideoFlow.
Okay.
I'll let you drive that because I'm not familiar enough with Splashtop to upload the file.
Yeah, it's a little silly. I'm gonna, I got 3 screens on this one too, so whatever I just did showing on another screen. Here's my file. So what I have to do is I'm copying it to my computer that we're on.
Mm-hmm.
And once that's done, then I have to copy it to the other computer.
Got it. Because yeah, you're remote into the other computer talking to the VideoFlow, right?
Right, exactly.
Right.
Copy. Close. Just paste there. All right, so that client's on there, and I'm letting go of the mouse.
All right, so now we're going to do a mirror process where we're going to go to Tools, File Operations, UDP VPN, but in this case, we're going to upload. So we're going to go ahead and choose the file, which I saw you place on the desktop. There it is. We'll tell it open. I'll tell it upload. And then we're going to give it a local name on this VideoFlow to identify it.
Okay.
So do you have a particular name you want to give it?
Whatever is the best convention, you go for it.
All right. What's the name? What's the call sign of your central VideoFlow?
Central is
WB. Or your central location?
Yeah, WBNA is central.
Okay. And which interface on this VideoFlow is connected to the internet connection?
Oh, that's great. I don't know. We'll have to go look.
Okay, so let's look at interfaces. Come on, interfaces. There we go. All right, so it looks like it might be interface 2. Actually, we'll just look at your other VPN link to see. You are going to interface 2
Okay.
for your existing link. So go back over here. Okay. And that's interface 2. And that should load it in. So now we have our new UDP VPN configuration connecting to port 4401. Let's tell it to connect.
And so until you click perform, it was still on the old one. Is that correct?
It will have multiple connections active at the same time, because then we have to go into the stream configuration and tell it, oh no, you're going to be getting your data packets from this other VPN link instead of your previous one. And I'll show you that in just a second.
Okay.
All right, so interface 3, here we can check and see. Yep, here we go. We're up.
Link is up. All right.
Yep. And if we look at the other system where we're connecting to, and we go to that VPN client that we did, see how we're up here as well.
Link is up. Now, if you go to the prior one, is it saying? Would it say down now?
No, because we haven't removed that connection.
Okay. So,
unless it wasn't working for another reason.
No,
we can.
Yeah, it was working. We were on the air with the old one until now. I guess we're on the new one.
Well, we're not actually on the new one yet. We've just established that we can connect a data link between the two devices.
Ah, okay. All right.
So all we've done right now is we've set up the bridge. Now we're going to go into our stream. And here in our stream, we're going to go to our input settings and see how we're running off of the original VPN link that was there before.
I do.
But now if we click this drop down, you see how we have that one that we just named, the new one?
Yes.
So now, are these guys on air, and would a blip interrupt anything important?
That we are on the air, yes.
Okay.
So it would.
Because changing this will cause a hit.
But it should come back up in theory if it's working, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it'll be a momentary hit, but there will be a hit.
Well, let's go ahead and change it.
Okay.
Then we'll know
so
if it
here,
works.
Yep. So we go down to our newly added VPN link. So now what we're telling it is that data, but we're also going to have to change that on the source side as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm not going to commit the change yet on this unit. Let's go back to the other one.
All right.
And so now in your streams, which is the stream that's feeding that device? Do you know?
WBNM TS. Right there.
This one here that I just selected?
That's it.
All right. So if we look at the output on this one, you'll notice that here in the output, we were going, to that old VPN link that we had. So now in this list as well, we're going to have the Fiber WAN to WBNM VPN that we created.
Okay.
So now we've told it at your source device, I want you to send out data over this new link we created. And on the other device, we've told it, I want you to receive data on this new link we created.
Okay.
And once we press commit, that will trigger the changeover.
Perfect.
So are we good to press commit? Like I said, we are going to lose signal for a few seconds while it reestablishes the link.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and commit.
All right, so we'll commit on our source device and switch monitors and commit on our destination device.
Okay, then I need to go to...
All right. And so now we look at our stream. Yep, looks like we're pretty good. It recovered pretty quick.
Just came back up.
Yep. So now you're running this stream over your new ISP.
That's awesome. Awesome.
So now if you wanted to, deactivate or turn off the other VPN link, or even if you unplug the cable, you don't have to worry about it because we're running off the new service. If you wanted to be neat and tidy about it, like on the destination device, now you can go into your interface, data, VPN clients, and you can now remove number 1 because we're not using it anymore. So if we click on VPN client on the header in general, it'll show us the 2 links that are there. And so this first one is now no longer active and can be deleted.
Awesome.
Because we swapped over to the new one. Going to this server, this is the IP for the server on the new port that we just created.
That's fantastic. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and do the rest of them real quick, or do you want me to do the rest of them and then call you back when I screw it up? Or
entirely up to you. My time is your time in this regard. If you want me to watch you do one or tell you, walk you through the steps to do the next one, I'm happy to. If you think you got enough out of it that you can do them and want me to check afterwards, I'm happy to do that as well.
I'm almost thinking it'll be just as quick for you just to go ahead and do it. And if I ever have to do it again, I'll have a recording and know how to do it.
Okay. Not a problem.
Let me, I'm going to close this one out because we're done with that, channel 50.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
if you want to open up the next one, and we'll just go through them in series.
Let's see what we said was the next one. I just want to do them in order, then we know we got them. WBNM. We got it. Done. So we'll go to WCSN next.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open that up.
And you're putting that on the other monitor. Yeah, I see it there.
And let me get into the video flow.
Mm-hmm.
And there we are.
All right, I see there's 2 streams, one coming in, one going out. The one that's going out, where is that going to?
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about
Looks
that.
like you've got a return.
Yeah, it's a return feed. And WCSN is local to us, so we don't have a return feed on B&M, the one we just did. We just have an antenna. But this is in Columbus, Ohio. So the return is coming back to us.
Okay, so we'll just have to make sure that we edit both the receive and the return.
Yeah,
All right, so I'm going to go back to the main system. And so we'll go same thing. And we don't have to create separate VPNs for each one. We can have the out and in on the same VPN link.
Okay.
So not client, I'm going to server, over here, remote client. And I'm going to remove this 41016 that we're not using.
Sure.
Just to, keep things as neat and concise as we can. Oops. And I'm just going to copy this so that we have the same structure in all the new clients. So we'll add a client. We'll go 44002. And this one was WCSN, right?
CSN, correct.
All right. We'll do 44.1.2.0. AS256. Commit. Oh, it looks like you'd use that VPN link as a test for another stream. Oh no, this is a firewall rule.
No, it would have been a test for that WBNM.
Mm-hmm.
So you can delete it.
Yeah, this is in the firewall settings. It looks like that WAN 1 link was part of that. So we'll clean stuff up afterwards then. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cancel that. We're not going to save the first one that I did. All right, so now we'll go back into edit private. And so we're going to interfaces, data, server, this guy, and a client. Because I want to go through the settings and double check and make sure that it's not referenced anywhere else, just because I'm paranoid about broadcast equipment.
No, I do appreciate that.
Anytime something warns me that not what I expect, I'm going to triple check. So it's WCSN, right?
Yes.
Not them. Okay, and so this is 44120 and encryption and commit. Actually, I'll just go ahead and create all the other.
Just create all of them at one time.
Yeah, create the other clients while we're at it. So this is going to be JDE will be next. So we'll add that guy in. 003. JDE 4004. Oops. Sorry, brain fart there. 3 0. Okay. And the next one is going to be KBPX. KP or KB? KBPX. Good old dyslexia getting me as usual.
I don't have dyslexia, and it still gets me.
Well, you can tell it's a common issue for me, so I always double check.
Yeah.
And then these were the other two that you're saying that they're sending to you.
Yeah, they're sending to me.
Do you know if they're set up as VPN servers or are they as clients? Any idea?
I'm gonna think they're clients.
All right, Nudu and EWPC. We'll take a quick look. Let me commit these guys. And let's look at your previous VPN server. And just to make sure that they're configured as clients in there. Yeah, I see EWPC and Nudu. Yeah, so they're set up as clients as well.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So we'll add them as well. Sorry, I don't remember the call signs. So Nudu. Yes. And we will add one more. WC. see. Okay. Yes. And commit. All right, so now we'll generate the file for the second one. All right, so 4402, so generate. I don't mean to be nosy or say, look like I'm looking at inappropriate stuff, but I noticed the pie hole icon on your taskbar.
What is it?
This little guy down here, pie hole.
Oh, that's a Raspberry Pi imager.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's totally not what I expected.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's a firewall program out there called Pi-hole that was originally made to run on Raspberry Pis.
Oh, okay.
And it's the same icon for when you open up the site. That's why I thought that's what it was.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, it's a it's just an imager, so you can put a new image onto a Pi, new OS or whatever.
Yep. What do you use the Pis for?
Well, we've
If you don't
tested
mind my asking.
No, not at all. We've tested them to use as, for instance, one of these guys sends me a stream, and the Raspberry Pi picks it up. We send it out the HDMI, goes through another device to turn it into an SDI, and then we broadcast.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
We've had some success with that, but they've been a bit of a pain, and there may be a way to fix it, but we haven't figured it out yet. So we're probably we're starting to take those offline and put something else in. But we have a couple that are broadcasting.
Interesting. I never would have thought somebody would use them like that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy idea, isn't it? But
hey, those Pis are wonderful little boxes. There's so many things you can do with them.
yeah. Yep, I've got one here, and I basically just play with it. I've played with it, hooking up different IOs and different ways to command through a breadboard and all this kind of junk, But and it was just playing with it. It wasn't anything real. Just, control the light or something stupid.
Right. Sure.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they're interesting little units that allow you to do lots of interesting things with them. All right, so I've just generated all the rest of the VPN, so you can see them all in here.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So we'll go with CSN. And so same dealio, you're going to have to download the client file and get it over to the other system.
Change this. I don't know if you can see my third screen here, but I've got another remote into that. Oops, wrong one. To that station that we're getting ready to change. So
the NVIDIA?
Yeah, NVIDIA. So I can watch it if something fails.
Got it.
Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. That's why I couldn't. Okay, so now it's back to you again.
All right, so you got the file onto that remote computer now?
I do.
Okay. So same thing, file operations, UDP VPN, upload. Actually, before we upload, let's look at what interface is being used, since we're going to have to do that anyways. Let's see, your previous VPN is connected to... I got a bunch of clients on there.
Yeah, that one, we used to have a, we used to have all those central cable blah blah blahs, but central fiber WAN 1 is what you're after.
Okay, so that's on interface 2 as well. All right, so upload.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Which one's today?
Yeah, but this one, because of the IP, the 7 and the port. See how the client name will tell us the port, the 44002?
Yeah, sure enough.
So yeah, that's the one we just made. Okay, and we're going to call this one VPNA Central VPN. We're binding it to interface 2. Okay. So now, same dealie. We're going to go over here. That's 5. And we're going to tell it connect now. And there it's up, so that's good. And we'll double check it on the central unit as well. Because like I said, broadcast, I like to be extra paranoid. Yep, we're up. All right. So now we're going to go to our streams. Yeah, see, we've got the 2 WCSNs. We've got the program and the return.
Right.
So we're going to be changing, the return is going to be on the input side of things. Reduce this. So we're going to change this guy to Fiber WAN 2 WCSN VPN. And for the program, we're changing the output that's sending to the remote site. So here it is. And now I'll prep the changes on the other end as well. So the return output is going to change. I gotta go into edit mode. So streams, return, output, primary. We'll go to the new central VPN, and the incoming stream input will be changed to the new VPN. All right, are we good to commit?
Yep.
So once again, we'll have a blip when we do that.
That's all right. Let's commit. See what happens.
All right, so commit. Let's look at your NVIDIA. Which monitor is it on the NVIDIA?
It's monitor 1, and it just, everything just froze.
Yep, I see it's frozen. And there it is.
It's already back. Wow. Wow.
Excellent.
That is excellent.
I know it's great when everything works the way you want it to.
It is. Well, when I have you on the line, I have no worries about the video flow working. With me,
And
oh my.
well, we'll just go ahead and look at the streams and make sure that the return looks good as well. WSCM, yep, return is green. It looks happy. All right, so 2 down.
All right.
4 to go.
All right, so let me go ahead and just log out of this. Do I need to click anything? Yep. Click OK or something to get out of this?
You can just close the tab.
All right, just close the tab.
Yeah, since we've committed the changes, you know, what we care about is done.
Okay, let's see who's next. We did CSN, so JDE is next.
Mm-hmm.
Come back here. All right.
Yes, on the other monitor, just log into the next box and we'll keep on trucking.
Put this FTP over there because it's monitoring that. On this box, I don't think I'm going to need to change anything. I'm going to add another. I'm going to add a backup. I'm going to add a backup ISP on this.
Mm-hmm.
But would I need to change anything? I think it's all. I think this has like a. Oh, what's going on there?
It's having issues opening the VideoFlow.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see if it'll open this, then I'll reboot the VideoFlow. Shoot.
Maybe somebody turned on HTTPS instead of just regular HTTP?
I don't know.
And that's usually like a quick thing to check. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to take over from you.
Yeah.
Force the habit. Sorry about that.
Not a problem at all.
No, it doesn't look like that was it.
Why is that not?
Okay.
Just don't let me into anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Okay, let's move on to the next one, and then I'll try to figure that out.
Okay.
So what's our next one? KBPX. All right, so KBPX will go to Houston. Hold on just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I know why Nashville didn't work.
Wrong Nashville?
Yeah. I'm setting up 2 new computers for Nashville, and I'm going to change them out. And these 2 are sitting in Louisville, and that's what I clicked into. Gosh.
That would explain it.
That would explain a lot.
There you go.
And can I show you something on this and then ask you a question? Because it's about that.
Of course.
I gotta see what I'm. Hey, so I think what's happening is, I think we're connecting. This is the router, of course, and I think we're connecting to the 66 address. And then we have everything forwarded. If it comes in, it'll end up going to the VideoFlow, which is 1.89.
Mm-hmm.
Will, I think I'm thinking through this question. You're probably gonna have to, we're gonna need to set up another link to the secondary IP address on that to make that work, aren't we? So if one goes down, the other one comes in, or we can change it to it, or
So you're saying you're going to have multiple ISPs at that site?
yeah, just in case one goes down. I don't have the other one installed yet. I'm taking a router up there that can do two, but I haven't done it yet.
Right. Yeah, because the VideoFlow device is on a local subnet IP address, you would configure that switch over on your router. So for the VideoFlow, it doesn't know or care what ISP is behind the router.
Okay.
Because it's not going, directly to the internet. So all of that would have to be managed on the router side of things.
Okay. So it doesn't care if I've got two ISPs.
Correct.
Okay.
There are multiple ways of configuring redundancy with the VideoFlows. In the case of how your setup is right now, that would be managed through the router.
Okay, and that's good because that I can do. Managing the video flow is another question, but I can that I can do.
Yeah, because as long as the router does the ISP switching, like I said, the VideoFlow doesn't know or care where its packets are going to. And because this device in Nashville is a client and the VPN server has a static IP address it can connect to, it won't mind how your router handles that switch. As long as the switch is done and it has internet connectivity, it'll be happy as a clam.
That's perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. All right.
All right, so this is going to be JDE. So we've already generated the file, so we'll just go ahead and download the client for JDE. And same thing, you'll need to get that client file over to the other end.
All right. It's all yours again.
All right, just get rid of that window. And let's look at our interfaces and see which one it's running the current VPN off of. Interface 1, all right. And it was interface 1. All right. Client number 2. Oops. Connect. Okay. Yep, link is up.
Beautiful.
So it streams. So again, we've got a return and a program. So the return output, we need to switch to the, gotta go into edit mode. Streams, return, output, primary. Go on to our new central VPN. And then program, input, primary. Same thing, go to our new VPN. And before we hit commit, we adjust on, my web browser's done.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. So same thing, we're going to our stream. So this is JDE. Yeah, right? JDE.
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
return.
JDE. All right, so the returned input primary will change to the new VPN link we made for JDE. And the program output primary will go to the new JDE. All right, ready for commits?
Let me pull that up so I can watch it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Right here. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So we're going to commit and go to the other end and commit.
All right, so we're frozen. Funny how I still have volume showing. Oh no, the volume did finally freeze. Volume's back, so I imagine there's the video coming.
Excellent.
All right.
All right, so you can go ahead and close out. Actually, which is the next one in our list? We're going to be doing KBPX. So since you're going to be splash topping into the other one, might as well just get the VPN file for you now.
Okay.
So it's downloaded, so it's the 44004 file. So yeah, so if you want to now connect into KBPX.
All right. Go ahead and grab this file. Paste, and I can, okay, close the tab, get out of Nashville. All right, you're in KBPX.
Awesome. All right, so we'll go ahead and upload.
Oh, I forgot to upload the file. I said, you're there. I forgot to upload it.
Close, but no cigar.
Right, right. All right, I think you're good now. Oh, this Houston one, I forgot about this. This has two ISPs as well, and right now it does have failover. When one goes out, the other one automatically kicks in. And I don't know. I'm guessing that's set up on this. I don't know because it's got, you see, Fiber WAN 1 and Fiber WAN 1 2 or something. Now, it does not have 2 on the return because the secondary won't support a return feed. It doesn't have any upload speed or any upload bandwidth, I mean.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I've been muted this whole time.
Oh, that's okay. I just figured you wanted to mute for a little bit. That's okay.
No, I apologize. Here I am talking to myself and wondering, wow, he's gotten so quiet. Did I say something?
That's awesome.
I'm so sorry. I'm using a headset, and I must have hit the mute button by accident.
Gotcha.
I'm like, all right, so you got the file over, right?
Yes, the file's there.
Okay. All right, so we'll upload the second file. Yep, there it is, port 7. All right, so this is Central VPN 2. We'll put that on interface 2. Let's refresh that. Sorry, the birds in my yard are very enthusiastic today.
I couldn't decide if that was happening outside my window or if that was your bird.
No, it's all me. My neighborhood birds are very vocal. It didn't load the files. I've seen this happen on occasion, and usually a soft reset of the VideoFlow will allow me to import the files correctly, because I don't know if you noticed, it's not letting me bring in the VPN client files.
Okay, all right, sure.
The soft reset will cause a hit.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't take long for a soft reset.
Yeah, the soft resets are pretty quick.
While it's doing that, I'm going to move the mouse over to my other screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to pull that. Just pulling up this.
On the MiVidi?
Yeah, I just moved the MVideo. Yeah, everything's frozen, of course, at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be coming up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Let's see, interface, data, clients. All right, let's try loading those in again. There we go. Now they're in there. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing. It's just a little bit more since we've got a primary and backups. So the return, well, the return's only running single stream, so.
Right.
Yeah, because the other one is not turned on. All right, so we'll just, I guess, pick and choose one of them for the return, since that will not have redundancy.
Yeah, well, the return, I guess it doesn't matter, does it, as far as which, it's not going to know which interface it's using, does it, which ISP?
Well, in this case, because each ISP is going to a different port on the VideoFlow device itself. So if we look at here, you notice how we've got the 4 interfaces. So 1 and 2 are the 2 different internet service providers.
Okay.
Now the return, because you were saying that your central unit didn't have the bandwidth for redundancy on the return, we basically have to pick which one do we want to use. Currently they're using the primary one. So this ISP, the 755110-234 ISP, so we can use the same one?
Yes, for sure. Because the other one, doesn't have any upload, so the return will never arrive.
Got it. Okay, so we'll just use the same one for the return then. And then for the program, where we've got 2 inputs, we're going to go here to our primary input and change that to the first ISP, and then we'll go to our additional input and change that over to our new link on the, actually, before I do that, I forgot to double check and make sure the VPNs were connecting. So let me do that. Let me exit transaction. All right. Like I said, I always tend to go for the extra cautious.
Yep, we appreciate that.
So it's 1 and 2 are actually the new links. So let's look at 1 is up, and 2 is up as well. Excellent. So they're both functioning, and now I'm going to double check on Central. Sorry, I lost my Central web browser again.
There you go.
Awesome, thank you. So we're going to look at 4 is up, and 7, yep, up as well. And since I'm on this screen now, I'll go ahead and edit these guys over here. So the program output, we got our primary. So KBPX primary, and then we'll go to our additional outputs, cable 2, and that'll be our second KBPX for program, and then on the return input side of things, we're going to change that to our primary new KBPX link. And now I'll go to the other system and edit its stream. So the return output primary is going in the new primary link, and the program input primary, so new primary, and additional redundant secondary input to our second one. All right, are we ready for commits?
Let's go. Yeah.
All right, hitting the button. Which one is it on this Nividi screen?
It's on number
2. Yep.
Yep.
I saw it freeze.
Yep.
And should come back up. Not coming back up yet. There he comes.
Trying to.
He flashed for a second. Seems like it's having trouble. It seems very unstable. Let's look at this guy. Yeah, it looks like we're dropping a lot of packets on the return in particular. Yeah, it still looks pretty terrible on the Nividi monitor.
Is it possible we're sending the return out the wrong one?
I mean, it could be. We can change it to the other one.
I don't really know. I'm just grasping at straws.
Yeah, I mean, you were saying that the other ISP didn't have bandwidth for the return.
Yeah.
So it could be. So let's change it to the other one, and I'll go ahead and commit. And let me go to the other system. And so right now you're going to lose the return entirely while I change the settings over here.
All right.
VPN 2, VPN 2, okay.
When you first went to that on the central, was it already set on 2?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
I thought I saw it, and I thought, well, maybe they just weren't matched. Well, why is that treating me that way?
It's something that every so often happens with the video flows.
Well, does it need a soft reset too?
It shouldn't. And on the KBPX system, the return is a lot more stable right now. Not sure why we're not able to look at the central unit now.
Let's see. I wonder if we can. I wonder if it's.
A lot of macro blocking going on there. Oh, sorry.
Okay, we didn't completely lose it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe just the browser tab is wigging out.
Yep.
Wouldn't be a new thing.
Right.
All right, so KBPX return. Yeah, like I said, now the return seems to be a lot more stable. But I did notice on the MiVidia, it's macro blocking like crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't before, but is that the video flow, or is it what feeds the video flow? You know, we're grabbing it from an antenna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, on the video flow side of things, it looks like it's running stably now. I mean, we are getting a few packets here and there, but nothing awful, and nothing that's outside of the capability of the video flow to correct for, which is its job, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, we're having a few packets drop in here and there, but it's nothing. The number's pretty low, and you know the video flow is saying, "Yeah, we're cool."
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's move on, and then
Okay.
I'll see if I can. What I'll do is we're feeding that from an antenna.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the transmitter. I'll change it after you and I are done. I'll change it to just a straight back feed without the antenna. And if everything's clear, we'll know the video flow's good. And
Yeah, I think the video flow is okay because like right now it's looking okay.
Oh yeah, it's coming back now. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think something just got unhappy for a minute there, but it's otherwise looks okay.
All right. Beautiful. So we're
All right.
ready to close this out over here to Houston?
Yep, you should be good.
Okay. Turn that out. Close that out. Okay, now let's go to EWPC. I think I had that open. that is EWPC.
All right, so let me go ahead and download the. Well, I'll go ahead and edit the stream. Get it. Well, no, because we'll need to do that afterwards. So, file operations, UDP, download, EWPC. All right, same deal. If you can get the client file over there.
Oh yeah. Do that. Folder. Is that 4406, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think I did the NUDU and the EWPC backwards from the list.
Yeah, because I added that other thing to you, the last second.
No, actually, we created these beforehand. It was just me.
Oh,
For
okay.
whatever reason, I did them backwards.
It's all good.
Because you'll notice we haven't done a 5 yet. So I know the NUDU is going to be the 5.
All right.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and edit EWPC at the central location since I'm here.
I'm going to text somebody and see if they can see if the EWPC may not even have a feed going right now, so we may not see any packets going across.
Okay.
That's just a every Sunday and then on the every morning.
Got it. Oh, this is one that we have to connect. Okay, right. They're sending data to us at the central.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. Because I was looking at the output of the EWPC and I'm like, wait, that doesn't look right. But yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Okay, so that's going to be the new EWPC link. Okay. Because that outputs to the local interface on this device. EMPC something else. So let's go over
I think that
here.
test VF is nothing. It's just EWPC program.
Gotcha. Interfaces. Yeah, it looks like it's just the one interface. Interface 1. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything physically connected on that device on the other network port right now. So yeah, there's probably not going to be anything.
Oh, okay.
Any data coming across.
Well, that'll be. I'll after we're done.
Yeah, just
I'll
talk
get
to them
data.
and see if they can feed you something so you can verify.
Yeah, I'll do that after we're done, and then I'll get back with you if there's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now go to client. Not here. There it is. Connect. Link up. There we go. Streams, EWPC output, primary, and new VPN link that we've just created. And I've changed this one to the new link as well. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and commit these.
All right.
I mean, it actually says that it is sending something right now.
Yeah, they're sending just a blank picture. That's what it looks like. What,
Oh, okay.
what they just told me.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, so we should see a blank picture for them. I don't know if you have them monitored on anything.
Yeah, I've got somebody else looking at it.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to remote into something else. Somebody's at master control.
Okay. Yeah, they can just verify that they see it. There should be something there now.
All right, and I'm asking another fellow to get the Nudu guy on the line because his thing's at his house, so we've got to get a remote into his house to change his video flow.
Right. Okay.
And
I'll go ahead and download the file for him as well so you can get it to him.
all right.
Yep. See, so yeah, the 44005 is the Nudu.
All right, I'm just going to close out of that other screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how we're going to... Yeah, I think we can remote him using a splash top link too. 4405 is Nudu.
Yes, sir.
Hold and accept. Merge up. Hey Brian, you're merged in with VideoFlow as well.
Okay, I got Mark on the other line. You ready to bring him on?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can remote his machine and get the VideoFlow guy to take over and fix his VideoFlow for the new ISP.
Okay, Mark is on the other line.
Hey Mark.
Hey.
Hey, can you go to, on your computer, can you go to sos.splashtop.com and let me connect to you, and we're going to have the VideoFlow guy connect your VideoFlow to our new ISP.
Tell me what the address is again.
It's sos.splashtop.com. When you get there, it's going to automatically download a file, and you'll run it, and it'll give me a 9-digit code. Give you a 9-digit code to give me. Yeah, it's sos dot splash, like you're splashing in water, top, T-O-P. It's all one word.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, that makes sense. I'll try it one more time. Anybody there?
Yes, we're here.
Okay. No, I'm not typing the right address in.
Come on. I'm typing stuff in. It's all messed up too. I just texted you.
Is it splashtop.com?
Yep, I just texted you also, but what I texted might have some capital letters. It's all small.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. I'm here now.
Okay.
Windows download.
Yeah, it should have already downloaded the file, and you just go to your downloads now and double click it.
I did. It's loading now.
All right, perfect.
Okay, you ready?
I am.
194 650 041.
Oh, perfect. You don't happen to
You
know?
got it.
Do you know the IP of your VideoFlow?
I do not. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. .94. 254 will tell us. Device list. Just have to try them one at a time, I guess. On my cloud. It's not going to say Nudu on it. 129 maybe. Doesn't look like it. It's on Amazon. 77 maybe. Got it. All right. So are you VideoFlow? Are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we've got his there up on my second screen.
Okay, got it.
All right.
All right, so I will go ahead and you got the VPN file over to his machine?
Oh no. You need me to do that?
I mean,
If you want
if
it
you
to work.
want.
Let me.
I mean, I could try to recreate a 256-bit hash by hand, but we might be here for the next 20 years or so.
Could be. I put it in as downloads there,
Okay,
so it's easy to find.
sounds good. VPN load. Actually, once again, I forgot to check the interface settings. Let's see what is currently configured for the client connection. Is interface 1. Okay. Downloads. Yep, there it is. Interface 1. All right. There we go.
Link is up.
All right. So now stream, edit mode, streams, into TV, output, primary. Go on our new link. And let's go to the central device. And Nudu TV. Input primary, go to the new VPN link, Voodoo. All right, I'm going to hit the commits.
Okay, go for it. Now I got another question for you while that's committing.
Mm-hmm.
They never were able to get, if you go to Tools, Web Redirect, they were never able to get that web redirect working to his thing. See the Nudu TV? Never seemed to work.
Yep.
But that looks like it's working.
It does look like it's working. Do you know the login to his VideoFlow?
Yeah, it's the same. I wonder why that never worked before. It's certainly working now.
I wasn't remote connected to the device, I guess. Yeah, it looks okay to me.
Yeah, it does work. How about that? That one's never worked because I wanted to restart the stream one time because it wasn't working, and I couldn't get in. But maybe it was something on his network at the time, and I thought it was the video.
It could have been. Let's check. We'll just double check the settings on it. Let's see. Remote device redirect. Oh, because I'm looking at Nudu. I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
Looking at the wrong one. We want to look at your central device.
Right. So let's click out of Nudu. Yeah, I do. Every time I do a web redirect, I do the same thing. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah. It's like, hold on, why is that empty? Remote devices, Nudu.
Oh, are those
Yeah, this is actually running off of the old, off your old ISP. So once you killed that one, this redirect will stop working. So I guess we want to create one with a new ISP, right?
Yeah, so we're going to need to do that for all of them.
Yeah, anything that you're running a redirect for, you'll have to do it.
Yeah.
And that's because, remember how we set that 44.1.x for the new VPNs?
Right.
That's the data link that it uses for the redirect.
Okay.
So all of the devices that you have, yeah, all of them, see, they're running off that other IP. What we'll have to do in this case is just update these to the new one, the new bases that we created. So I don't know if you've already hung up with the other gentleman. We don't need to keep him online if he's got other stuff
Okay,
to do.
so we don't need to be in his machine anymore?
Nope, we're done. It's connected. If you look at the central unit, I'll go over to streams.
I mean, he's good. He's online. I'm watching his show.
Yeah, and we can actually see in the stream information for Nudu, we see bits here, and if we look at the input rate chart, we can see that we're getting a steady, 3 megabits from him.
Okay, and so we don't need in there for the web redirect. We just need to change it on the central side?
Correct.
Okay, well, let me, I'm going to get out of his box.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, are you still on the line?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I've been watching.
Okay, I am getting out of your box now. We're all done.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you
All
too.
right, goodbye.
Bye. Oh. Hey, so somehow I lost you.
Hey, no worries. I figured as
Guess
all
what?
right, so now we're looking at your central unit. So what we will do is look at our VPN server that we've created these new links. And so we're just going to make a note. So the way it works is now using these as the base, these 44.110.120.130, the VPN server side of the link will always end in .1, and the client, which are your remote devices, will always end in .2. So in the case of Nudu, that means that we have to change it to 44152. So now if we go to the remote device for Nudu, so here we're going to change this to 44.1.5 and .2. So that, now we go ahead and commit that. And so now if we go to our web redirect to Nudu,
And we're there.
now we're connected to his remote system.
Beautiful.
Over the new ISP.
Awesome. Awesome.
And so for the rest of these devices, it's essentially the same thing. So once again, if we look at our interface, data, VPN server, this clients. Now what I normally do, since I've got really bad memory, is I just snip. I don't know if you're familiar with a snipping tool.
I've only used it one time. I've got a bunch of other things I use, but
Got it.
this works
Just
great.
because it's always handy, sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
now
awesome.
we'll go to our remote device settings. So EWPC is our new EWPC is 4416. So same thing, we change this to 44.1.6 and .2 is fine. And commit. And I'll just go ahead and edit the rest of them.
Okay.
KBPX is, we've got 2, but we're only going to worry about one of them, which is, we'll just go over the primary, so that's .4. So 44.1.4. Then the next one in the list, we already did Nudu, but we didn't do EW. So EWPC is .6.
Yeah.
Oh, we already did that one.
Yeah. I think you were going straight down the list.
Yeah. So we don't have VLTV. So WBNM is the 1. So it's going to be 44.1.1. Then WCSN is going to be 1.2. So 44.1. Yep, that one's actually the same. Then WJDE is 3. All right.
We got it.
Yep, so now we go in here and we go to, say, KWPPX. That should come up. Maybe. Let's see, KVP is 4. I'm just double checking that I put in the right settings. Yeah, that should be it. So let's try over the other ISP. Maybe there's something blocking it. Nope. Let's try a different one. Huh. So why did Nudu work and nobody else?
Interesting. I shouldn't need anything else in my firewall, should I?
You shouldn't.
No, because it's a one-to-one NAT,
Unless-
so yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It may be the firewall on the remote devices is turned. Well, no, I thought I saw all of them were turned off. One, two, three. Oh, that's 3. Okay. I changed the 4 to 7. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I noticed that Nudu is only running on port 80, and the other ones, you know what it is? Because the other ones are set to run on 443, which is the HTTPS.
Oh, okay.
I think it may be a firewall setting on the remote side of things. Because these external ports here, everything that's in the external port list, are these open on the firewall devices for the remote sites?
I would think so. Those are the same. Aren't those the same ports?
They should be.
We didn't change those, right?
We did not, but the firewall would have had those ports open for connections coming from your other ISP. They may not be changed to the updated ISP that we're now connecting to.
Okay, so that's something I'll investigate and get back to you when it doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah, I would check that because most likely on the other end, the firewalls, because you don't want to open the port to every device on the internet. You typically just open it up for one source.
Right. Now,
so
are you talking about the firewall inside VideoFlow, or are you talking about just the normal my router firewall?
Just your router firewall.
Okay. Well, I'll check into all that. I think you got us going. So I'll check all that, and I'm going to go to the studio here in a little while, and I'm going to unplug the old ISP and see if anything breaks.
All right. I will make sure to keep my cell phone handy just in case.
Okay. Well, thanks for all your help. Appreciate
about
it.
what time do you think it'll be?
It's going to be a little while. What time do you get off today?
I work from home, so I can be available anytime.
Okay. Well, I'll probably run to the studio here in a few minutes, and it's about 40 minutes away, and I'll unplug and then evaluate and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Like I said, just to make sure that I'm not in the middle of something else about the time you may call.
Okay.
So that's all. So not a problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem. And if something breaks, I'll just plug the old one in until I get a hold of you. Hopefully today though, our goal is to unplug. We have another ISP that's like $1,800 a month, and we're hoping to unplug it by the end of the day, so we don't have to pay that money again.
Well, I know for a fact, since we've tested it, that all of your VideoFlow feeds are now running on the new ISP.
Okay, that's
so
fantastic.
As far as the VideoFlow is concerned, it shouldn't even blink when you unplug the old one.
That's awesome. All right, well, thank you very much. I'll check those 3 little problems we talked about, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Glenn.
Bye. Okay, so we used 1 o'clock. What time is that? 3 o'clock. We used 2 hours.